Hello, this is a quick video for the e-visa. UK government is transitioning from physical proof of residency to a digital proof of residency. So the e-visa simply means that all those who have lawful residence in the UK will be transitioned to a digital footprint on the internet or in the cloud, whatever you want to say. So whichever way you understand it, that's perfectly fine. Who are not covered? If you are a visitor, you don't create an e-visa. If you are a British passport holder or a British citizen, you don't create an e-visa. If you're an Irish passport holder and living in the UK, you don't create an e-visa. Who must create an e-visa? Everyone, including babies and children from the age of 0 to 18 and all adults who are lawfully resident in the UK and have some form of residency, either in the form of a BRP, which is a biometric resident permit, or BRC, which is a biometric residence card, which is usually for EU nationals, you will have an e-visa. EU nationals and their family members already have an e-visa, so you don't have to create anything, but you will have to update your account if your passport is valid, if you've got a new passport or you've lost your passport, and obtain a new one. For those people who do not have a physical evidence in the form of a BRP or a BRC, but rather have a physical evidence in the form of a wet ink in their passport or a vignette, which is a paper stamp to show that they've got indefinite leave to remain or limited leave to remain, you have extra work to do and you must act immediately. First of all, if you don't have a BRP or BRC, you need to make an application immediately. The Home Office have said that every person who makes an application after the 31st of October, you will not be given a card. You will not be given a biometric residence card or biometric resident permit. You will be given an electronic identification which will enable you to create the e-visa. So if you don't have a BRP or a BRC, if you have a passport with a wet ink which says indefinite leave to remain or no time limit or limited leave to remain, then you must act immediately by applying for an NTL, which is a no time limit. It's a free application, it's made online. You physically have to be in the UK because you have to go and enroll your biometric. And if you've been away for a long time, you have to prove that you're still physically resident in the UK and you've not been away for more than 2 years. They will require evidence of a continuous residence in the form of a bill, bank statement, pay slips, utility bill, council tax, mortgage document, rent, or tenancy agreement. My focus is on those who are struggling to create the account. If you're in the UK and you have not created your e-visa and you're struggling to create it, please come to BWF. We'll do it for you free of charge. Free of charge. You will not pay a penny if we help you to create your e-visa. For those who need to make an NTL application, the application is also free online. You can make the application yourself online. It's very easy, it's free. The only thing that you have to do is to make sure that you have proof of your indefinite leave to remain. The other thing that I want to cover are people who do not have a passport. So if your passport is invalid or is expired, if you are granted leave to remain or indefinite leave to remain after the 31st of October, Home Office will create an e-visa for you, and it will state in the email that came of how to access your e-visa. Finally, children. All children from 0 to 18 must create an e-visa. I have not seen children creating e-visas, and that is a worry for me because if you haven't created your e-visa, it means that if you leave the UK after 31st of December 2024, you're unlikely to come back. The advice the Home Office has given, which I also repeat, is that don't throw away any evidence that shows your lawful residence in the UK. So even if you create an e-visa, hold on to your biometric resident card and biometric resident permit. Even if you create an e-visa, hold on to your passport that has the wet ink or the vignette, which is a paper visa in there. Children should always keep evidence of their biometric residence card because we envisage that there will be difficulties with proving your residency. Remember that the e-visa is an electronic form of your residency. There might be times where you may have to physically call them to help you to rectify some of the problems. But please, You create your UKVI account before it will be linked to your e-visa. Once it's linked to your e-visa, you will get an email. So you create a UKVI. Once you've created a UKVI account, don't stop there. Go back to the account once the e-visa has been linked, and then take a screenshot of your passport because you're creating it with your BRP. EU nationals, you don't have to create an e-visa, you already have an e-visa. EU family members, you don't have to create an e-visa because you already have an e-visa. The people who have to create e-visas are those who are here on a limited basis, either with limited leave to remain, or those who are here permanently with indefinite leave to remain or settled status. You are the people who have to create it. If you don't have a BRP or your BRP is expired for less than a year, you can use the BRP to create the account. But I keep saying that once you've created a UKVI account, scan or take a screenshot of your passport and upload it, because after the 31st of December, the only way you can travel into the United Kingdom is by proving your e-visa. And the e-visa can be proven by using your passport. So if you don't upload your passport to your UKVI account, then it's very unlikely that you'll be admitted to the UK. The advice that I give everyone is that if you're struggling to create the e-visa, please come to us. We'll do it for you free of charge. No fee will be taken from you. It is free. It's a service that will render to the community. I hope this video is helpful to you. However, if you need more advice, please do not hesitate to contact us on the numbers above.